Okay. Okay, as I was saying, now if you want to communicate outside this room now, then you need what? You need a door. And that door is what we call a gateway. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So internet is just like connection, is a network of network. For example, you have a network here, which is your local network in DNA. Okay, another network here, network here, network here. All these networks are now connected together to serve billions of users all over the world. That is what makes the internet. The medium of communication now varies. Some countries connect through fiber, some through satellite. It all depends on different ways of communication or connectivity. Okay, so when you now want to define the internet, it's a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses standard internet protocol. What do you mean by internet protocol? Just like you want to communicate, there's always a rules. There must be a protocol that allows you to communicate. And if there's no protocol, you'll not be able to understand each other. For example, how is it possible for me to communicate with you? How is it possible for me to communicate with you in this class? Huh?
You're talking.
Orally.
No?
Speak the same language.
You speak the same language. If there's no official language, if there's no English language now, do you think lesson can take place? Can you speak Yoruba?
No. Yes.
You can speak Yoruba. Can you speak
Yes.
Igbo?
I speak Yoruba. Yes.
You can speak Yoruba.
Olomaji.
So if your information shows that you don't know how to speak Yoruba, okay? Now what we are trying to say in essence is that protocol is a standard language, standard ways of communication that is the protocol that makes it possible for our computer to communicate. Remember, we have Apple, we have normal computer, all of them. How is it possible for them to communicate? It's because of what? The protocol. And that protocol is what we call TCP plus IP. What's the full meaning? TCP/IP. Transfer control protocols like internet protocol. Okay, TCP/IP. So it is a network of networks.
Say it again.
Transfer control protocol. Transfer control protocol. It's not there. Oh, voila. Okay.
So what about the IP? What does it say?
Internet protocol. Transfer control protocol / internet protocol. Now it's a network of network that consists of millions of private, public, academic, business, and government networks of local to global scope that are linked by a broad array of electronic, wireless, and optical network technologies. The internet carries an extensive range of information resources and services, such as the interlink hypertext documents and infrastructure to support the email. Okay, so when we're talking about the internet, there are so many services you can now render on the internet. But some people just know few. For example, we are talking about www, it's a service on the internet. Okay? Email is a service. Govern is a service. Group chat is a service. Messengers also have so many services that you can now do on the internet these days. New services are coming up every day. Okay? So for example, if your aim, your goal is to just share files, you'll be talking about FTP. FTP stands for what? File transfer protocol. Okay? If your goal is to check your what? To browse the internet, you are going to be talking about HTTP. Okay? HTTP stands for what? Remember, if you want to go to the internet, you must put this. Is that not? Even if you don't put it, you go to add it. That's the protocol for browsing the internet. Okay? And HTTP stands for what?
Hypertext transfer protocol.
Hypertext transfer protocol. So this is the protocol that handles browsing of the web. This is the protocol that handles sharing of files. If you are talking about SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol.
If you want to put the file into the computer, so let's say you want to add additional information into the internet, use FTP.
For example, I want to send files to you, document, not web content. A document, for example, I see the document now, and I want to send to you
Via internet.
via the internet. Yes, I've sent another message. When you think, I've sent another message, another link. You later said that yes, I was able to join. It's stock loading. Then when the internet came, I sent another link to you. I have not joined. Okay.
So
Now,
it's not supposed to be via email.
it depends on what I'm saying. It depends on how you are sending. There are some ways. There are some times that you don't send via email. For example, now, if I want to, if you have a computer called, what is my just I forgot say. If you have a computer called dna.edu.ng on the internet, okay, it's a space DNA on the internet. This space can have a lot of services. It hold presently this our site hold our website. I mean this computer or this space hold our website. If you want to see the content of the website, okay, where do you go to? You go to www. That's where you go to, and of course there must be what? HTTP. Okay, this is where you go to. When you go to this, what are you going to see? The content of the web page. But all the files that make up of all those web pages, you will not see them. Me as a person now, if I go to this computer now and I type ftp/dna.edu.ng, what I will see is a list of files, the way you will see it on your document on your computer. You know your document folder. You see all the list of all your files, right? The way you will see it, this is what you will see when you enter this protocol. And when you enter this protocol, it will definitely ask for authentication, your username and the password, so that you can have access to those files, because those files are the content of the website. I can delete it, I can change it, I can do anything to it.
It's not going to affect the website.
Of course, it's going to affect the website. So it's the actual file. It can be all the pictures, all the content of them, all HTML document, your picture, your sound, everything that you have on your website. You can. This is where if you want to make changes to it, we use FTP protocol, because we are actually dealing with what? Upload. But if you want to check the content, which is FTP is what they use to see, only to view the content. But sending email is another type of service which is handled by small, simple mail transfer protocol, SMTP. This is for sending email. And email services is handled by two protocols. We have SMTP protocol and POP. POP is for what? Post Office Protocol. The protocol that will allow you to check your mail, to receive mail is this. The one that will allow you to send it is this. So two of them, there are two different services. One protocol allows you to do what? Send. So when you are sending, this protocol has its port. You see, as you are looking at the computer now, the computer has so many ports that are used to communicate. Like for example, this SMTP communicate on port 35, this is the other script anyway. This communicate on port POP. Is it port 1110? Yes, port 1110. Okay, so you must specify the address of the computer. So what this is saying in essence is that, do you know that when you are sending email, there's a computer that's handling email, like a post office box. So when you send your email, it's going to look at the, which is the gateway, or which computer is going to handle it. You have Google email, you have Yahoo email, you have Hotmail, you have Apple, so many. So they all have their own services. Okay, so this SMTP is the IP address that you have to specify when you are specifying your SMTP, and the port is listening to. Also, when you want to receive email, so if there's a problem with your configuration, you'll be able to send email, but you'll not be able to receive. So what I'm trying to say, let's say that we have different type of protocols providing different services on the internet. Okay? Ask your question if you are confused. Now, ask your question if there's any confusion.
So TCP/IP is the what?
That's it. Now, this TCP/IP is a real protocol that is used to communicate between two computers. For example, now you want to communicate with Stephanie now, for example. You have your phone number, don't you have? You have your phone, right? Each phone has what? A phone number.
Yes, sir.
Is that not?
Yes.
Good. That phone number is the same thing as TCP/IP for the computer. For example, you want to get in touch with the computer, you have, for example, 201.41.81.69. This is the IP address. We usually call it IP address of a particular computer on the internet. For every system to communicate with other computer on the internet, there must be what? IP address. For every number, every phone to communicate with another phone, there must be what?
IP address.
No.
TCP/IP.
Phone number.
For every phone
Okay, phone
to
number.
communicate with another phone, there must be what?
Phone number.
A phone number, which is on what? On your SIM card. Now, do you need to memorize all the phone number? Do you? How many phone numbers do you know offhand? How many phone numbers do you know offhand? 3. For who and who and who? Your parents. How many do you know offhand?
I know. Me?
2. You? 1. 3.
My mom.
2.
Actually, I don't know my mom.
3. 4. I know some people very funny, they can tell you that they know up to 20 phone number offhand. I don't know how many they able to do that. But definitely I know in this class there's no way you know at least 1 phone number. But the remaining phone number on your address book, you have up to how many phone contacts?
20.
Oyapa. Have you? Plenty. That's it, because you don't need to know to memorize the IP address, but rather the contact address. Same thing on the internet. So this is what we call IP address. And the protocol that handles it is called transfer control protocol. So every computer has IP address. You can never communicate from this computer to the internet to browse now without IP address. Okay?
So like when you say an IP address, does that mean like where the internet
Address is a unique number that allows communication between one computer and
so
another.
ID
Just like ID, just like your phone number. Do you get it now? Just like your phone number is IP address.
So if I want to send her an email, I need IP address. If I want to send her an email.
Yes, you have indeed
The
that.
IP address is my IP address or
The system IP address.
the system IP.
Is the system that uses IP address for communication. It's
So
not
every
you.
system has an IP.
Every system has IP address. Automatically, every system IP address.
It's possible for it to be the same.
Hmm?
It's possible for it to be the same.
For to be the same?
Yeah.
No, that's actually conflict. It's not possible. That's what happened when we were doing CBT. There was a time you discovered you have a problem. There was IP conflict. So when there's IP conflict, it's not going to allow you. The two systems will not communicate. Now let me tell you how it works. Now look at all the locally, they communicate with each other. They use local IP address. Because if all computer in the lab must have like IP address, we are going to exhaust all the IP address in the world. But this school, we are only using one single IP address to communicate. All the computer has their own live IP address. Let me give you this is how it works. The IP address is compulsory for every computer that will work on the internet or intranet, because that's the protocol. Just like every phone must have what? If you don't have a SIM card, the only thing you can use is probably connect it to Wi-Fi and browse. But you can't make call. Because you have your call number, you must have what? SIM card. So now let's say this is my computer here. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3. They all have what? IP address. This is the way we normally have here 192.168.0.1. Okay? The second one 192.168.0.2. The next one 192.168.0.3. In another establishment, they can also have
Okay,
this.
so is it that thing that is 172.1?
Exactly. So have different type of classes of IP addresses. Some people can, all these are private IP addresses. This is a public C type of IP address. Some IP address can be 172. It's also a private network IP address. We are using class B here, which is 172. Okay? Every system must have it. Must have this kind of IP address before they can communicate. But if this one can only communicate here, locally. But this guy wants to go to the internet. What will happen? Remember, all these computers are connected to where? This cabinet. Via what? Via what? All these computers here, they are connected to this cabinet via what?
Internet.
Via
IP.
wireless or cable? No, wireless or cable? Cable. They are all connected to cable. So now let me now put it here. This, they are all connected to a box here. Switch. Is that it? Are you getting? Is it making sense now? What about your own laptop that you are holding? So let me say this: your laptop here, your laptop two. How do they connect to this place?
Wireless.
Wireless. Where is our wireless? They are all on the mounted on the ceiling, right? So this will connect to what? Wireless. This will also be connected to what? All of you are connected to what? The wireless now. Access points outside. Not here. But this guy is connected to where? This place. Is it making sense now? All these are system here. They are all connected to this box.
There's this box the internet. I don't understand.
Now listen, they are connected in the unit there, switch.
Yeah.
It's a connectivity through cable. Your own computer connected to access point outside, all over the
Yeah, I
place.
suppose access point.
All those green light they play that you see at the wall now, those are the access points that normally show green light. That is what you use to browse now. That's the connectivity. That's wireless. So when you connect it, on that point there's a cable that now comes to this cabinet. That is our local network. Now we want to go to the internet. This guy up here, the satellite, now comes also to this place, and there's a router inside this box. All these are switch. We have switches. We have router. So when there's a need for this guy to go to the internet, he send the command to this place and go to the internet. If this guy wants to communicate with this guy, it will come to this place. It will only from here to here. It will only come to this place. But if there's a need to go to the internet, this is what we call gateway. And explain at the beginning that if there's a need for you not to move out of this place for life, you don't need a gateway. Do you understand? But if you need for you send internet, if I want to go to google.com, send command to this place, google.com is not here. So all of us are now using one simple public IP address here, public IP from the service provider. So this is what they call router.
So, but this is like weird. That laptop. What that thing called? What?
They call access point.
Access point.
Yes, access.
We start this access point. Do you have it in our home? So
In the home.
yes. Like,
You can everybody come, you can put it at you can put it.
okay, it's used in case you want to connect to other company.
You want to connect wirelessly. Okay, how do you think you connect? Where do you connect to browse? With your laptop in BNA.
Router.
Where is the router? Here.
Yes.
You first connect to the wireless outside. Don't you notice it? Yeah, come outside.
You know, it's so very much.
You don't connect to that is wireless. It has a very long range. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Or it's not interesting? That is where you connect to. Do you understand? So if you are the CEO of a particular company and your IT guy is not telling you about wireless, you understand? That's what he's talking about. This algebraic capacity, long range, short range. Some of them now, as it is now, it can cover. This type is very, very powerful. There are some. Okay, look at this type of wireless. I don't have this here. I think I have it in my office. We do all these antennas, small antennas. So they are not long range wireless.
So it's used to connect more than one system.
Yes, this one can take up to 32 systems at a go. Even more than that. So when you are doing your CBT, which one do you think you are connecting to?
Wireless.
There's one inside before you enter the just check before you enter the portal. There's a wireless there. That's what kind of we are connected to. You get? So when you now connect to that, there's a cable that is now run from that point into this place. Okay? And from this place now, there's now a router that is now say, okay, Kidoke is going to Google site. Send your command to Google. Oh, you are going to Facebook. Send it to Facebook. Oh, Facebook is blocked. Okay, no, you cannot have access. This is the guy that is there. Do you understand? So, but the most important is that every system has its own IP address before communication can take place. But there's only one live IP address that all of us are sharing here internally through the satellite. So this is internet side. This is what intranet side. That's why you now define that internet is what the global connected computer or computer network, so network of network. So all of them connected. So if you, for example, you are searching for something on Google now, you pass through this place and look for where it is. And there are too many routers on the line. There are something they call it genetic algorithm. It has been programmed such a way that it's going to locate it. Where is this information? Google side. Where is it? Whether it's the US, whether it's anywhere, you're going to get the information from you. Is that clear?
Yeah. You say internet is a good one network that connects computers.
Yes, interconnected computer network that serves billions of users all over the world using TCP/IP protocol. So we can also define it as a network of networks that consists of million private networks. It can be private network, public network, academics, schools, and everything are linked together to form the internet. So, I go for next lesson. I think you cannot see the rest of the class. What happened to them? Eh? Eh? Oh, he's in class now. Well, you're not there earlier, so well, I'm going to give you can hear me, Abdul. So what you are going to do, I want you to go to your e-notes and read on the internet. Okay?
Abdul,
You cannot see him because you are using it to read through Classroom, so don't worry. But at least I know two users can see our network now. So go to the internet and read about the internet, okay? The definition of the internet, look at the protocols of the internet, look at the different type of protocols. Okay, so we discussed about TCP/IP protocol, we discussed about FTP protocol, we discussed about SNTP protocol, we also discussed about POP protocol. So I want you to look at all the type of protocols and the services you can render on the internet. Just like you know that on the internet you can have access to websites, to emails, and what other things? Social media, chatting. So all these are services you can get on the internet. So I want you to go and read that and tell me all the services.
we just said hi.
Okay. So bye-bye. I have another lesson.